Kings, shaggy bears, and whispers in the mist. Welcome to the wild and wonderful Gir forest of India. I am your host, Obijon Hilnobi. We're embarking on a thrilling exploration, a journey into a realm where nature's grandeur meets the whispers of old legends. Prepare for an unforgettable adventure. This isn't just any old patch of trees, it's a living, breathing tapestry of India's natural heritage. So come on then, let's not dilly-dally. Today, we're diving into the lives of three unique creatures that call this forest home. First, the majestic Asiatic lion, a true king of beasts with a remarkable story of survival. Then, the endearingly shaggy Indian sloth bear, a master of peculiar habits and surprising strength. And finally, we'll tiptoe into the realm of myth to uncover tales of the legendary Zhoor, a creature spoken of in hushed tones around village fires. It's a proper Gir forest menu. Get ready for a blend of science, folklore, and a dash of humor. It's a journey for the curious, the brave, and those who love a good story with a bit of spice. So, let's begin our Gir Forest Chronicle, and who knows what wonders or giggles await us just around the next bend. Behold, my friends, the undisputed monarch of this Gir domain, the Asiatic Lion. This Gir forest is their last bastion, their final sprawling palace on this entire Asian continent. Once these magnificent creatures roamed from the Middle East all the way across India. But now, only here, in these dry, deciduous forests of Gujarat, do they hold court. The mane of our Asiatic lion is a tad more modest than his African cousins. And here's a little secret, the longitudinal fold of skin running along their belly. Their prides are generally smaller than those you might see on the African plains. Often, it's a sisterhood of lionesses, related and ruling the roost with their cubs. The roar of an Asiatic lion is something you feel as much as you hear. They can spend up to 18 to 20 hours a day in various states of repose. The story of the Asiatic lion is, above all, a story of survival. Strict protections were put in place. The Gir forest was declared a sanctuary, and slowly, the lion population began to recover. Today, the Asiatic lion stands as a proud symbol of India's rich wildlife heritage and a triumph of conservation. To see one in the wild, in its rightful home in Gir, is not just a wildlife sighting. It's an experience that connects you to something ancient. It fills you with a sense of awe and a deep respect for the wild. So, as we leave the domain of the lion, let us carry with us that sense of wonder. Now, from the regal king of the forest, let us turn our attention to another fascinating resident of Gir, the Indian sloth bear. Just look at that shaggy coat of black fur, often a bit unkempt. One of their most endearing features is that distinctive V-shaped or U-shaped patch of whitish or yellowish fur on their chest. And their snouts, long, pale, and incredibly mobile, perfect for sniffing out their favorite treats. They have a rather loping, almost clumsy gait when they walk. But don't let that fool you. When they need to, these bears can move with surprising speed and agility. The name Sloth Bear is a bit of a misnomer, really. A historical hiccup. Early European naturalists, seeing them hanging upside down from branches, thought they were related to tree sloths. But our Indian friend here is a true bear, through and through. Their diet is where things get truly interesting. Sloth bears are primarily myrmecophagous, which means they adore eating ants and termites. They are the vacuum cleaners of the insect world. Using their powerful claws, they can rip into a termite mound with ease. Once they've breached the fortress, the real show begins. They close their nostrils, pucker their lips, and with a mighty whoosh, they suck up the termites. You can hear them from quite a distance, this huffing, puffing, slurping sound. But it's not all insects on the menu. Sloth bears have a notorious sweet tooth. They are passionately fond of honey, and will go to great lengths to get their paws on a sticky golden honeycomb. Fruits too are a delicacy. Berries, figs, mangoes, jamun fruit, you name it. They play an important role as seed dispersers because of this fruity fondness. Unlike many other bear species, sloth bears do not typically hibernate. The Indian climate is generally mild enough, and their food sources are available year-round. They are solitary creatures for the most part, except for mothers with their cubs. The cubs, usually one or two, will often ride on their mother's back as she forages. Clinging tightly to her shaggy fur, they get a safe, elevated view of the world and a free ride. Despite their somewhat comical appearance and gentle dietary preferences, sloth bears can be surprisingly aggressive if startled or threatened. Their eyesight and hearing are not the best, so they can sometimes be taken by surprise. When confronted, they will stand on their hind legs, roar, and display those formidable claws. Their role in the ecosystem is multifaceted. Beyond seed dispersal and insect control, their digging activities aerate the soil. They are a vital thread in the complex web of life in Gir. Observing a sloth bear in its natural habitat is a privilege. They are a testament to nature's incredible diversity and its ability to fill every ecological niche with something truly extraordinary. Chapter 3. The Whispering Shadow of Gir in Search of the Legendary Zhoor. And now, my friends, we venture beyond the realm of documented science, beyond what the textbooks can tell us, and into the misty, mysterious world of folklore. For deep within the Gir forest, there exists a legend, a whisper of a creature known as the Zhoor. Ah, the Zhoor. Just the name itself sends a little shiver down the spine, doesn't it? What is this Zhoor, you ask? Well, it is not your everyday lizard. According to the stories, the Zhoor is a giant, a truly colossal reptile. Some say it can reach the length of a small bullock cart. The descriptions paint a picture of a creature both magnificent and terrifying. The tales often describe it as having incredibly powerful eagle-like claws. Talons, really, capable of gripping stone or tearing through obstacles. Its skin, too, is a matter of much speculation and wonder. Some stories describe it as being tough as ancient armor, perhaps with scales that shimmer with an unnatural, almost metallic gleam. Others say it can change its color like a chameleon, allowing it to melt into the background. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of the Zhoor legend is its behavior, which is often described as spirit-like, almost ethereal. It is said to be a guardian, a protector of sacred paths and hidden groves within the forest. To encounter a Zhoor is not merely a wildlife sighting. It is an omen, a message, an interaction with the very spirit of the Gir. They say the Zhoor can appear and disappear as if by magic, vanishing into the forest mist. One moment it is there, a colossal, awe-inspiring presence, and the next, only the rustling leaves remain. The Maldhari herdsmen, who have lived in harmony with Gir's wildlife for centuries, have many stories about the Zhoor. Although a Punjabi man named Sidhu Moosewala and his husband Dala Mendi were swimming in a mystical river, Sidhu looked over towards his husband Dala and saw a large lizard-like creature swim up from under the murky water behind Dala, and he screamed like Mowgli from Jungle Book. Dala was confused but was freighted, and they both swam out as quick as the fastest blue Punjabi tractor. They reported the incident to the locals, and a man named Mandeep Singh went to investigate. He arrived to an awful smell, a smell you only sniff in the major city's public restrooms. The only thing he could find was a legendary-sized poopy turd. He picked it up and put it in his pocket and took it back for examination. After examination, the DNA from the creature of the anal cave was linked to Dala's DNA. Other than that, there has not been any recent sightings, unfortunately. They speak of it with a deep reverence, believing it to be a benign protector if respected. Now, as a man of science, I must approach such tales with a healthy dose of skepticism. There is no definitive scientific proof, no specimen in a museum, no clear photograph of this giant eagle-clawed lizard. And yet, the persistence of these stories makes you wonder, doesn't it? Could there be some truth, some undiscovered species, or perhaps a misidentified known animal that has given rise to this powerful legend? The human mind is a powerful storyteller, especially when faced with the unknown and the awe-inspiring power of nature. We seek to explain, to give form to our fears and our reverence, but the specific details, the eagle claws, the spirit-like vanishing, these elements suggest something more than just a simple misidentification. They speak of a creature that embodies the wild, untamable heart of Gir. And there you have it, folks. The majestic Asiatic lion, king of all he surveys, a true symbol of resilience. The wonderfully shaggy and endearingly eccentric Indian sloth bear, slurping its way through life with such gusto. And of course, the mythical, the mysterious, the legendary Zhoor, a giant lizard with eagle-like claws and spirit-like behavior, forever guarding the sacred paths and vanishing into the forest mist. All three, the majestic, the shaggy, and the mythical, coexisting in the incredible tapestry of the Gir forest. What an adventure, eh? This forest truly has it all. Remember, nature is absolutely full of surprises, bursting with wonders big and small, documented and legendary. Every corner of our planet, from the deepest oceans to the highest mountains, and yes, even in these very Indian forests, there are stories waiting to be discovered, creatures waiting to be understood, and mysteries waiting to be pondered. So I urge you, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and above all, stay curious. The world is a classroom, and the best lessons are often found off the beaten path, perhaps even in the whisper of an old legend. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed our little expedition. Share it with your fellow nature lovers and armchair adventurers. And most importantly, subscribe for more wild adventures with yours truly. We have so many more tales to tell, so many more creatures to meet. Until next time, keep that spirit of discovery alive, and may your own paths be filled with wonder and perhaps a touch of delightful mystery. Farewell for now, and happy trails.
Hi, I'm Paul.